Hello and welcome to the Joint Commission Resources Quality and Safety Network Accreditation Update. I'm your host, Gail Garbarino. The Element of Performance, or EP, review project is a multi-phased component of Project Refresh, which, as you know, is a series of interrelated process improvement initiatives the Joint Commission is conducting throughout 2016 and 2017. The Joint Commission recently completed the second phase of its EP review project, resulting in the deletion of 51 additional EPs for hospitals. These deletions are effective January 1st, 2017. If you recall, Phase 1 of the EP review project resulted in the deletion of 225 hospital EPs, with 131 of these deletions becoming effective July 1st, 2016, and the remaining 94 EPs become effective January 1st, 2017. As with the Phase 1 deletions, deleting the 51 Phase 2 EPs is not expected to change hospitals' current patient care processes or to affect quality and safety. The Phase 2 deletions are ultimately a result of further evaluation of the current requirements. For the most part, the deletions fall into one or more of the categories established during Phase 1. They are: if the EP is similar to, implicit in, or duplicative of other existing EPs, it's being deleted. If the EP addresses issues that, having been covered by standards for many years, are now a routine part of operations or clinical care processes, or the EP no longer needs to be addressed in standards, it is being deleted. Finally, if the EP is adequately addressed by law and regulation or other external requirements, separate Joint Commission requirements are not needed. Therefore, the EP is being deleted. These deleted requirements and reasons for each deletion can be found on the Joint Commission website at jointcommission.org. Also effective January 1st, 2017, the Joint Commission will implement 3 changes to the clarification process. These changes will apply to all accredited organizations and certified programs. The first change has to do with clerical errors. During the survey, surveyors and the organization will work together to identify and correct any clerical errors in the report. If clerical errors are identified post-survey, the Joint Commission will work with the organization to make the needed corrections. This correction will then be made as part of the clarification process. The corrected requirement for improvement, or RFI, will remain in the report and become an action item for the Evidence of Standards Compliance Process, or ESC. Secondly, the audit option will no longer be a part of the clarification process. In the past, clarification audits involved Category C elements of performance, which will be eliminated with the upcoming implementation of the survey analysis for evaluating risk, or SAFER matrix. Finally, findings of lack of required documentation at the time of survey will no longer be eligible for the clarification process. When an organization does not have required documentation available at the time of the survey, the organization can expect the surveyor will give the organization a reasonable amount of time to produce missing documents. If the documentation is provided within the time frame agreed upon by the organization and the surveyor, the organization will be compliant under document availability. However, if the documentation is not provided, the organization is not compliant and an RFI is created. The RFI then remains in the survey report, and following the survey, the organization will need to provide ESC that the required documentation is addressed through corrective actions. For more information on changes to the clarification process, please contact your assigned account executive. Now, stay tuned for today's JCR QSN program.